Hey everybody, Alfred here. Welcome to my channel. Kick back and relax. Take a look at the garden.
Hey guys, it's been a little while. I think it's time to update you all on the happenings of the garden. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Let me take this down, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. Let's look at this AeroGarden. And no, that's not a bonsai tree. It's a tomato plant. But okay, so a lot is going on here, guys. I had to do a little bit of downsizing. This tomato plant has just gotten so ridiculous. It's pretty much taken all the light away from everything else. So we kept the cucumber plant, which is really doing pretty well. And I also moved the pepper plant over here. I got rid of the basil, and I got rid of the parsley, and I got rid of the dill that were all originally here. It's just, you can't do it, guys. And I would tell you, if you're going to start one of these AeroGardens, you're going to have tomato plants, you got to put them on the end. Putting them in the middle, it's been a big mistake. But the plant is thriving. It's ridiculous. And I'll just show you guys a little bit of the setup I did. I'm kind of like, getting the back of this thing ready for the cucumber plant. I also have it, can also go along with this one. I'll show you in a second. But basically, these things are going to be growing quite a bit, and I'm hoping they're going to, I've seen in videos they've grown like quite a bit outside of the machine itself. So like, I just want them to have room, and I'm trying to like make them go this way, basically. And I did put up something. I really cut the hell out of them, guys, on the bottom. Because I've got these other plants here, and they can't coexist with this thing having branches all over the place. It's not even that good of an idea the way it is now. But I just ordered another light, so I'll have another light. It's on a stand, so I'll be able to get some more light to all these plants. Because just to move over to this side project, this tomato project, it's not hardly getting any like light right now, compared to what it was, because this tomato plant's hogging everything. I'm going to have to cut it at some point. I mean, it's touching the light now. Like, I keep on, I put my hand here and I kind of, do this. You know what I mean? That's what I've been doing right now. Because I want to avoid cutting it anymore, because I have cut a lot of it at the bottom. The stems are really strong. So when I remember there were 4 plants here. So I took 2 of them out. And when I took one of them out, it didn't have any roots attached to it. It was like a stem. I didn't really know what to do. I was actually going to, throw it out. But then I ended up sticking it inside of this project, and the crazy thing about it is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's really big roots coming out of this thing right now, just out of that stem, huge roots. So it's doing pretty good, you know what I mean? And I've seen people, that's what they do. They stick these things, they take clippings and they make plants out of them. I don't know what the technique's called, I forgot. But anyway. It seems to be doing all right. Now, the cherry tomatoes that I put right next to it, these guys are really going. The other set of cherry tomatoes that I put in this corner just never grew. So I basically took out all the seeds out of there, and I put some of the San Marzano tomato seeds in there. And they're starting to grow too. It's growing a tiny bit different than the other tomato plants. They had leaves at this point. It's just growing straight up. So it'll be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen with this project with 3 tomato plants. There's 2 cherry tomato plants here. You got the plant here, and then you have this thing. I don't know what's going to happen. The cucumber also is looking really good. So I also have this thing set up now. At some point, these things are thriving. They're going to need to start grabbing onto things. And I figure maybe this cucumber plant will also, it'll grab onto this one. I prefer it go to the back. But I don't know what it's gonna do. So let's move over to some of the other projects. These are the original cherry tomato plants. They look really nice. I just bought some of those bags. They're made out of a material. They're 10-gallon bags, and I think 5 or 6 come with it. So we'll see how that works out. At some point to transplant these, because they are thriving. So these are the cucumbers. Cucumbers are really looking good. This stuff was all put in the soil a couple of weeks ago, and this was the oddball one where this tomato plant was looking really weak. Now it's really starting to get strong. Just a whole bunch of different stuff here. And then this is the lettuce that we transferred into the dirt. It's looking good. So all these dirt projects are looking good, and since they've been in the dirt, they've all definitely doubled or more. So they're definitely like growing, and I'm definitely going to transplant these things. I'm just looking for the winners, you know. I'm going to see which one of these plants are the real winners. I'm going to get them in a nice place to themselves, and then the rest of the stuff is going to have to cohabitate because I don't have, you know, I'm inside a basement here. I can't have too many pots going, you know. Okay, so this is these were like runts. They were runts from everything that I grew, from the pepper plants. Like this is a pepper plant. That's a lettuce, romaine lettuce. They got cucumbers. These are cherry tomato plants that are just growing really, really slow. And that's pretty much, you know, that's pretty much what's going on here. Just some oddball stuff. This is the Salmanzana. So these, you know, I just showed you the other one that was growing out of there. It looked kind of just like a stem. These have been growing for quite a while. They're just taking a long time. I guess that's just what they do. Same with these pepper plants. These were like the best pepper plants, you know, all together, and like they're growing like so slow. Like if you look at the one here in the AeroGarden, it's like it's got so much going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like these things are like light years away, and I planted these things. These were like with the first seeds I planted, you know, like 6 weeks ago. These seeds took like 2 weeks just to get any action out of them. I was almost about to toss them. You know, when I pop the seed though into the AeroGarden, this is what happens. And lastly here is this. This is just lettuce. I just did this. I put a little bit of that stuff that I put in the AeroGarden, you know, like 2 caps filled in with some water. And, you know, I had the pods. I've showed them to you guys before. And now I'm going to try to get some quick lettuce. You know what I mean? The lettuce I have over there is growing. But I'd like to maybe just get a quick preview of what's going to happen with these things, you know. Even though I'm putting them in this solvent weeks and weeks later, it really produces. Okay, so that's about it, guys. So maybe we'll get some tomatoes or some flowerings or something happening soon with the tomato plant. This is the one that's really light years ahead of everything else. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what's going on here at the garden, and I'll give you guys a preview in about a week or so, and we'll see you know, where we're at with everything. Take care.